I met a gypsy.
Everything changed from you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're on 170 grand that year.
Yeah.
175 grand, but paying 140
At least, yeah.
So you've got some wins.
Yeah.
So 4 wins. So you're at what? 250 grand from that. So it's kind of like it's all right.
Yeah.
But then you went on to make millions of dollars.
Yeah. So that
from this,
like in the end that year, I think I made like 2.7 million over the 2 championships and 11 wins or whatever. 7 wins.
Over
9 wins.
So did you win outdoors that year?
Yeah. I had five overalls outdoors.
So from 175 grand, you turned it into $2.5 million.
Yeah.
And that was crucial.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it.
In doing that.
Yeah, that was the one.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That is wild, dude. There's honestly not many things you could do in 1 year to turn $175,000 into 2.5 mil.
No, it's a pretty good return, right? You take that.
But you bet on yourself.
Yeah, I did. But it doesn't always end like that, you know? And right from the start, it was, again, like, we've done all this, we've taken this risk, and now I'm hurt with a broken scaphoid, which could take 3 or 4 months to heal, and you miss all of Supercross, and it was all for a waste, you know?
Could never heal.
Yeah, it could be the end over a race that no one ever gave a single turd about.
Yeah, that's a crazy season, dude. And so you go from never winning a race to winning 4 Supercross races, winning the championship, 5 overalls in outdoors.
Yeah, 5 overalls. I think I won 11 motos.
The championship. Next season, again.
Yep. Supercross was okay. I won the championship, won 3 races. But it was harder. It was just not as special.
Did the plate feel heavy?
That and
expectations.
At the first race at Dallas, John Gallagher came up to me on the track walk and he was like, "Hey, just to let you know, you're still on probation and we'll be watching." And that was like, what? How? You know? Like, it's a whole new season, but it was a year to date probation. You go out in the first lap of the first main event. First of all, there's that huge pileup on the start in Dallas where Marty gets obliterated. Marty was better than me all day on that Dallas day. First lap, Fortner cuts down, clean him out. Like, not intentionally. Like, he literally turns down mid-corner, blasts him, and I'm just like, I'm getting the black flag. Like, I'm literally about to be a number 1 plate, getting the black flag. And I won the race straight to the AMA truck. Like, what are you doing? Like, we told you you're on probation. I'm like, dude, this guy turned down on the first lap of a main event in the middle of 8 dudes, and I'm there. My bad. Like, I can't race like this. So the whole season felt like I couldn't race. Like, I was kind of like handcuffed to the side because if I hit somebody, like, they're gonna start docking me points or positions or, you know, suspend me or what. Like, it just felt bad. It just felt bad from literally the first lap of the first main. And I was able to win, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, just a different feeling the whole time.
Yeah, it felt different.
And I'm sure just expectations then too, you know, like you'd never really been the guy, you'd never been the favorite. Like, that's got to come with like its own whole pressures, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure it did. And I probably was a little bit that, but mostly just the probation thing had me so jacked up. Like, every weekend I went there, like, you know, I've got to make sure I don't mess up, you know? It was like, instead of being able to go there and attack the race the way I wanted to or whatever, I needed to first pay attention to all this other stuff and other people's actions. And, like, I kind of felt like it was open season on me. Like, Fortner was pretty good those first couple races until he got hurt. I think he got hurt at Minneapolis. It was a Triple Crown. And he was, like, kind of giving me the stuff. Cross-jumped me at Atlanta, busted my face all up. It was a Triple Crown as well. And, like,
you can't retaliate.
I'm just going to sit here with a bloody nose and take it. Like, because if I hit him, then I'm screwed, you know? So it was a different dynamic to racing that I had never experienced before.
And so what, you go to the 450 in 19?
Yeah, We went outdoors. I went one at Hangtown. Messed up my thumb the week before Glen Helen. I think I got 4th at Glen Helen. And then Colorado. That's when Joey hit me in the first turn. Blew out my shoulder. Season done. Go to the 450 for 19.
So let's go back to that conversation with Joey.
Yeah.
So you just start talking to him about it. What was his version of it?
Basically he didn't know.
He just didn't know you were there.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Who was on his pit board?
Shanty.
True.
Yeah.
Great mechanic.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't looking.
Those aren't my details to share, but
yeah. Crazy to not know.
Yeah.
Because so watching it again, I'm looking at the whoop section, and it's like he coasts into that.
He didn't know.
Yeah, he just coasted
How,
into that
I don't
right-hander.
know, but he didn't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because he should have won.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, he just needed to charge one extra section, and it was over.
If he charged through those whoops,
it's over,
and gets into that right-hander with the same speed that you did, it would have been really hard.
Doesn't matter
for you to get him.
It's not even a conversation.
Ugh. But that right there is why we love sport.
Yeah.
That's why, as a fan, a sport changed my life.
Yeah.
I cared.
Yeah.
I was so into it, and I was invested in the people and the heartbreak and the emotion.
Yeah.
And it's because of nights like that.
Yeah.
Because it means something. It means something to you guys, but it also means something to us as fans, you know?
Yeah.
We feel everything.
I feel that, having had that experience, it changed sort of my perspective on other sports. Because now when I watch things and I can see people that are, truly in the moment, just doing the absolute best performance that they can do. And they're emotional after it, it almost makes me emotional. And I have zero attachment to it. I'm not a sports fan. I'm probably an avid NASCAR fan, just because people hate NASCAR, but I love NASCAR. I can relate to it far more than I can relate to F1 drivers. It's just kind of where I'm from.
Yeah.
I grew up 10 miles from the Bristol racetrack, so NASCAR is kind of my thing. But the sports and the emotion that's tied to it, there's nothing like it. That's why we show up.
Yeah. It just personifies the human struggle.
Yeah.
And it just puts you on display.
Yeah.
In front of the world.
Yeah.
You just can't hide from it.
Yeah.
It's just so real. And
whenever
so
I got
visible.
to her, she was already crying. Jenny. And it was just yeah, what do I do now,
Yeah. Fuck. It's crazy, man.
It was gnarly. Super gnarly.
So the 2020 season, obviously that's your 450 championship.
Yep.
How does your life change from that point as well? To go from making 175, obviously, 2.5 million has to change your life.
Yeah.
And then probably similar the next year.
Yeah.
Man, what, even just that.
It didn't change our life one bit.
Really?
We bought a motorhome because kind of we had to for tax purposes.
Yeah.
And that was it. Still lived in the same house that we bought. Still same cars. Oh, I bought a Raptor. That was the thing. But I already had a decent truck, so it wasn't
it wasn't life changing.
Yeah. That was it.
What about just security mentally?
Oh, that was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It was now how many times can I do this? And how much better can I make these
my program
systems and programs that I'm using? Buy an ice bath, buy a sauna, hire G,
invest.
Let's level this up a little bit.
Invest.
Yeah. And that's what we did.
And so let's talk about that 2020 season then. Because that was a strange year, strange season.
Yeah.
But you end up winning.
Yeah. So actually 2019, I almost won New York Supercross. Last lap, or two or three laps ago, I was leading, made a mistake, Coop passed me, got second. So that was a pretty tough season up to that point. I got hurt in the off season, like I said earlier. And it just took me forever to get going. I don't think I raced until round 7 or 8, and then you know, it just took me like 7 or 8 rounds to find my 450 Supercross feet. Got second there, got fifth in Vegas, was pretty solid. Like, probably could have been on the podium in Vegas, but we were playing championship kind of as a company.
As a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Coop was third. I think Marv was fourth. I was fifth.
Do not pass.
Don't touch him. And then we went outdoors, and it was really good. Like, right off the bat, it was top 5. I think I went 5-3 at Hangtown, and just I raced 22 of the 24 motos. 21 of those motos I was in the top 5. I only got 1/8 at Washougal in the first moto I crashed. So like quietly it was really good. I won a moto at Southwick, went 3-1 at Southwick. Kind of dominated the second moto. It was pretty big for me. Like, wow, you know, I've gone from a place where in 2008 I never thought I would see a factory 450. I never thought I would see a factory 250 again, let alone win in the 450 class on a factory bike. Like, that was pipe dream, right? And went to Destinations in 19. We went there a couple weeks early, did the whole thing, didn't net a result because Jason and Justin went down the first lap, and just like shit circumstances. It was like totally just not meant to be.
It was a wash.
Yeah. We could have easily been on the podium, in my opinion.
How was it to go back to Europe, though, after all those
It was
years?
great. I love going back. Like, I still relished getting to go back to England and see the Pococks and see everybody and all my friends. And I enjoy Europe. Like, there's a high chance that had I felt like I could fit in MX1, we would have stayed there. But I just wasn't not there mentally.
You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcast live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.